Welcome back to Das Lab, where today we are making banana walnut bread. This is a special banana walnut bread recipe because it has no walnuts in it. A, I don't have any, and B, nobody seems to care whether I put them in there or not. So there's the recipe. Of course, burned up photocopy of the old recipe book that was caught on fire when I left it inside the bread machine, my Charles Craft bread machine. So without further ado, let's just get down to it. So what it says here is I need 3/4 of a cup of butter. And I will not be using butter, I'll be using margarine. Because we don't go through a lot of butter here. Where is it? It's over here in the cold storage area. Always fun measuring these type of things into your machine here because you never know if you've got the thing filled or not. So I'm going to try to get that filled. You know, if you got a good tip for that, let me know. I'm sure there's air pockets in there, like how could there not be? So, is it a bad thing if we have a little bit extra butter in there? Probably not. You got to be careful with some recipes. Some recipes tolerate, especially in the rising agents like yeasts and salt and things that stop rising, baking soda, baking powder. You probably got to get those quantities pretty close to bang on. Alright, that's that part. Next we need 2 eggs. And it's important in this particular bread machine, it says to install the equipment, the ingredients in the exact fashion in which it mentioned that they should be put in. Get over here. This is where we're working. Don't need any extra eggshell. Don't need any eggshell. And there's a heater element in around here, so you got to make sure you don't drop any schmoo back behind there, or else bad things can happen. So this is what I've been consistently making with this machine. So also 1/2 cup of milk. And there's the halfer. And I've also found if you accidentally put a little bit extra, not the end of the world. Just means that your banana bread's going to be a little bit more moist. Now it's also asking for mashed bananas. Now it says 2/3 of a cup. Here's where I deviate. This is why we're making banana bread today. Can you see that? Who's going to eat these? There's probably nothing wrong with them, but you know what? I'm not going to eat them. You're not going to eat them. The kids aren't going to eat them. So in they go. Now it says to mash them, mash bananas. I never mash them up. Every once in a while you come across a nice little chunk of banana in your banana bread, and everybody's happy. So I throw them in there. I let the bread machine do the work. And is it ever funny how strong they smell, you know, when they're ripe like that? My older one, he informed me that bananas are not fruits. They are actually berries. Radioactive berries, potassium 40, beta emitter, most of the time. Sometimes it'll absorb electron and turn a neutron into a proton into a neutron. But either way, yeah, slightly radioactive. More proof that living in a radioactive environment, we evolved in one, or we were created in one, either way you want to look at it. And a little radiation is probably good for you. We're designed to take it. Okay, flour, 2 1/2 cups of flour. You've probably seen me do this 100 times already, but how do I know exactly how much to put in the cup? You take the cup, tap, 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 scrapey. Now when you come over here, you got to make sure that you give it a in case some got stuck in there. Let's say you didn't clean this as good as you should have last time. You want to make sure you get it all out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scrape it across with the flat edge of the knife in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. That's our 2.5. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Packs it down at least consistently. I hope there's not an air pocket in there. But if there is, oh well. It's just banana bread. 1/2 of a cup of sugar. Sugar. Wait, there's flour? Okay, yeah, now the sugar. And it's 1/2 cup. All right, this is clean. You saw me clean it. La. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Tablespoon, teaspoon. That's 1/2 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon. Don't get these two mixed up. Baking powder and baking soda are not the same thing. Okay, magic baking powder. Baking soda is very salty. So I left a little, you've seen this in one of my other videos maybe. If not, go check it out. Check out all my other videos too. It's not all about food. But I left a little line there so I can go scrapey. And I've got my nice little bit of measured value. 2. 3. They should almost put that on there. That would be a good design feature for the box, for the manufacturer. 4 teaspoons, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now they kind of got the same thing here, but it's getting a little hard to get down into this box. Try to make sure you got a level value there. 1 tablespoon of baking soda. And 1/2 teaspoon, sorry, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to get crazy. We're going to deviate from the recipe. Beep. 1/2 teaspoon. Always make sure you verify your, double check, right? You know, measure twice, cut once. And chopped walnuts, which we're not putting in because nobody cares about them and I don't have them anyways. However, because I feel like I'm in a happy mood, I'm going into the spice bin and I am going to add a little bit of cinnamon. Now here's what I do. There's no shaker thing on there and I could do this thing, but I actually pour it into the lid and I see how much I want and think, okay, that's a good amount. Then I dump it in there. Too many times in the past I've, went like this, tap, 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 and a big clump falls out and you never know what it's going to do to your recipe. You know what? We're going down the ginger path. I don't have any Marianne, so I'm going to have to put in a little bit of ginger. Who knows what it's going to do. It's not going to ruin the recipe. And one of my favorites that I tend to put in a lot of recipes, good old nutmeg. Okay, and then if I put too much in there, I can just dump some back in there. But I like lots of nutmeg, so there. Away we go. And why not? Semi-sweet chocolate chips. I find that 223, 225 is a good amount. Okay, so if you're adding extra sugar or if you want that extra sweetness, go ahead, put them in there. Other than that, be careful, if you actually add a bit of sugar, too much sugar, and you put this in, like you could end up making it too sweet. It's banana bread. It should be palatable. Okay, close that up. My Charles Craft bread maker here. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go select, and I'm gonna go to battered breads. I can't select the loaf size. I can't select it. Just does what it is. And I'll see you back here. Sorry, I don't even know if you can see any of that stuff. I hit select around until it went to battered breads. Battered breads, and can't select the loaf size. I can't select the crust color. I can just select start, and I'll see you in an hour and 50 minutes. All right, so here it is. Cooled off, and out of the bread maker it comes. And oh, still nice and a little bit toasty warm. Gotta make sure sometimes these paddles come off and get embedded in the finished product. Ooh, that's nice and warm. Oh, chocolate chip. And there it is. Would you like some more banana bread? Yes. I'll cut some of that up for the people. Oh, look at that, a big piece of banana there. It's going to be yummy. Yes. All right, so that's it. That's what I got for you on Das Lab, making banana bread in the old Charles Craft bread maker. That's all I got for you today. Keep safe. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this and a whole bunch of other types of videos. And don't get any on you.